There are certain words that seem completely normal on the outside, yet inside a woman's mind, they can stir something deep and unexpected. Curious, she doesn't immediately analyze it or break it down logically, she experiences it first. And once that feeling starts growing, it becomes difficult for her to hold back. Attraction for a woman doesn't operate through rules, logic, or even moral structure. It comes from instinct, from impulse, from a place that doesn't pause to question what is right or acceptable. Size. That is why a woman can already have a relationship, a family, a sense of comfort and security, and still feel a pull towards someone else. It isn't something she sits down and decides. It's something that happens within her. When emotion begins to outweigh logic, that's where most men either lose their way or unknowingly trigger attraction without realizing it. Many believe they need to talk more, explain themselves, prove their worth, or try hard to impress. Others fear rejection so much that they withdraw, becoming invisible in her emotional world. The truth is, it's about understanding her inner experience and knowing how desire can be awakened without chasing, without touching, and without seeking permission. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful phrases that can spark attraction even in a woman who is already committed. These words don't appeal to her logic. They connect directly to her emotional instincts. They position you as a man who is not needy, but naturally intriguing, someone who creates curiosity and tension without effort, curious. And before we finish, I'll share a 6th phrase that goes even deeper into mental attraction, along with how to handle that influence wisely and responsibly. If you're new here, welcome to. My name is Celia, and I've spent years helping men better understand female psychology and form genuine connections rooted in attraction and respect. Sincere. This space is not about manipulation or tricks. It's about mindset, presence, and behavior. Stay with me until the end, because the final insight doesn't just explain attraction, it shows how a man can stay emotionally grounded while experiencing it. Most men try to understand women through logic, assuming every choice comes from careful thinking. But attraction doesn't begin in the mind. It starts in the body, in emotion, in instinct. Thoughtful. It is not intellectual, it is biological. It is influenced by chemistry, energy, tone of voice, posture, and subtle signals that are often unconscious. That's why a woman might say she prefers a calm, stable, polite man, yet still feel drawn towards someone who challenges her, slightly unsettles her, or makes her feel something she can't quite explain. Attraction thrives on emotional intensity, on movement, on feeling alive. It doesn't grow from reasoning. Size. This is why trying to logically convince a woman of your value rarely works. Her body responds before her mind can justify it. And this leads to a question many men think about, but avoid answering honestly. Why can a woman who is already committed still feel attracted to someone else? The answer is simple, but not easy to accept. A woman can genuinely love her partner and still feel drawn to another man. This isn't about morality or weakness, it's about stimulation. Love creates stability, but it doesn't guarantee desire stays alive. Desire needs contrast. When things become predictable, routine, or emotionally flat, the subconscious begins searching for something that brings excitement back. When a different kind of energy enters her life, calm confidence, presence, humor, a sense of mystery, something inside her reacts. Curious, she may feel curiosity mixed with a hint of danger, something she no longer feels in her stable environment. It doesn't mean she wants to betray anyone, it means her instincts are responding to something new. The female mind links attraction with emotion and emotion with novelty. When a man is steady, emotionally controlled, and doesn't seek validation, that energy feels rare, and what feels rare becomes attractive. Attraction doesn't follow labels like married or taken. If she feels that emotional spark with you, her mind may hesitate, but her body responds immediately. Size. Attraction is not chosen, it is triggered. Sometimes it happens through a simple glance, a pause, a calm expression, or a confident tone. When you carry a composed, grounded masculine presence, it stands out. In that moment, she no longer sees you as ordinary. Without even intending to, she begins to imagine. This isn't about disrupting her life or creating chaos. It's about understanding that desire doesn't disappear just because someone chooses stability. It shifts depending on the emotional environment. If you embody qualities she no longer experiences, quiet strength, calm curiosity, emotional depth, attraction can naturally arise. When this happens, she may feel confused. She might label it as friendliness or simple admiration, but underneath, something deeper is being activated. Curious, she feels seen by someone who doesn't need her. And that is the real key. When a man isn't trying to take, impress, or secure anything, his presence feels safe, yet intriguing at the same time. A mature man knows the difference between creating attraction and crossing boundaries. He understands how to reflect what she feels without trying to possess it. His strength lies in staying calm and centered even when tension exists. Thoughtful. That balance creates both desire and respect. And with that awareness comes not just influence, but responsibility, the ability to awaken emotions others cannot reach, and the wisdom to handle that power with integrity. The hardest part is not creating attraction, it's staying in control when it starts to grow. Real strength shows in how you handle that moment. Calmly, a simple line can completely change how a woman feels around you. When you calmly say you are not trying to convince her and only want to understand her, the entire mood shifts. Her guard lowers because she no longer feels pressure. Thoughtful. Instead of sensing that you want something, she feels your presence without expectation. This removes one of her strongest defenses, the belief that a man is always trying to win her approval. Sighs. When that pressure disappears, she relaxes, and in that space, a connection naturally forms. By not trying to persuade her, you show independence, you show that your value is not tied to her reaction, and thoughtful. That freedom is attractive because desire grows in calm confidence, not in force. The key is the balance between interest and detachment. You care, but you are not dependent. You listen without interrupting or trying to fix things. Thoughtful. When she shares something personal and you simply respond with genuine understanding, she feels safe. Her body relaxes, her energy softens, and that emotional safety becomes the ground where attraction begins. How you say it matters. It must feel real, not rehearsed. Calm. When it comes from a calm place, it shows quiet strength. She feels respected, not pressured. This allows her to be herself without fear of judgment. And when she feels that freedom, attraction flows naturally. It's not about memorizing words, it's about embodying them. Stay relaxed, allow silence, and don't rush. Thoughtful. Real connection grows in those quiet moments. When you say something like, you like the way she thinks and that it surprised you, it goes deeper than a normal compliment. Thoughtful. You are not focusing on her appearance, you are recognizing her mind. That creates a stronger emotional reaction because she feels seen in a way most men never reach. Curious. The surprise element adds curiosity, making her wonder what caught your attention. This works because it creates emotion, not logic. She feels that her thoughts impact you, and that awakens something deeper. Curious, in a simple conversation, instead of debating, you pause and express genuine interest in how she thinks. That calm delivery makes her feel special without putting her above you. Thoughtful. That balance is where attraction grows. When it's natural, she senses it. Thoughtful. She begins to see herself through your eyes and wants to continue that feeling. It also shows you are selective, not easily impressed, which increases your value. Curious, your attention feels earned, not given freely. Another powerful shift happens when you make it clear you are not trying to impress her, only trying to know her. Thoughtful. This breaks the usual dynamic. Instead of chasing, you become the one observing and choosing. confident that signals emotional security and confidence. A man who doesn't seek approval stands out. His calm voice, steady eye contact, and relaxed presence create a quiet strength. Curious. When she feels you are not dependent on her reaction, she becomes more curious. While others try to gain her attention, you focus on understanding her, and that difference pulls her in. When your words match your energy, everything aligns. Your presence feels real, not forced, thoughtful, and that authenticity is what builds attraction. In the end, it's not about saying the perfect thing, it's about living with the mindset behind it. Size, don't compete for attention, create connection, don't try to be flawless, just be genuine.